Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The sure hands, it's Turbin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough. And the Vols want to move quickly.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense in hurry up mode.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab down the middle. At the 45 on his way. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. going to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Turbin. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He breaks the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Vols are flying down the field. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The field goal is no good. And here in the second quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Trying to get to it. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. To the end zone, and is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown Sooners! He broke
every game you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Release to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Give to the running back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on Signs here offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
And back to the air on second down. He's got it on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Splits the uprights, it's good. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner will be brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going to take off. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback. see, ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run the toss. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry up. Got it, looking for a first. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Turbin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll give it to him again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Volunteers. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up for the PAT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got loose, it was all over. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on...
And he's running in the open. The 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Takes a hit as he fires. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. On the move, he fires. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Bowling Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Fires one high and deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in the
You're on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. From the gun, the ground game. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, Oklahoma, 28.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. First down to start the drive after the break. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turbin.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Vols will hustle to the line. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Lowers those pads. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better.
And they got him for the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz.
He lost one down the sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's caught. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Turbin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.